Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm Georgia and today I've created this sort of anti-Valentine's look. This is kind of just a fun take on a Valentine's look, which is slightly different to things I've done recently because I've been using a lot of pinks and red looks recently with different palettes. And I just wanted to make something that is a bit more grunge, a bit more rock chic or something like that. And I'm really happy that it turned out. If you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. I did use a few different palettes today, but yeah, please enjoy. So first I'm going to start off by putting my foundation just onto my eyelids, just patting a bit, just to kind of get that base there before I put the darker eyeshadow on. And then I'm just setting that with a light eyeshadow because I haven't actually got any powder here with me at the minute. But I guess it will do the same job. By doing the foundation on my eyes first, it kind of just makes a blank canvas and I feel like I don't have to try and fill anything in with my foundation afterwards, and it just is a lot easier to clean up rather than doing the whole face first. And I had a lot of fallout. It wouldn't just be under my eyes, it'd be on my cheeks and stuff as well. So this is a lot easier to do this way, and then I can just wipe off this and then do my whole face of foundation afterwards, and it will just match in better with everything. I don't always do it this way, but I've kind of learnt my lesson a lot from doing dark or fallout eyeshadows recently, so I kind of want to make sure I'm doing this as best as I can. Wow, so shiny. So the first shade I'm going to go into is this one here. It is the number 5 and it's the liner. I'm just going to go into this one and tap it off, and then just start by starting closest to the lash line first and then blending it out, because wherever I put this colour first will be the deepest. I just want to start by layering everything up. Because the black is a darker shade as well, I don't really need to worry about trying to cut crease it or put concealer or anything, because the black will show up anyway. Then I'm just taking this up and blending it out here too. I just want everything to look quite smoky. I'm also going to take a brush which I use for blending. This is just a clean brush, and just blend out the edges slightly here. I don't want anything to be too harsh. And I'm going into the Jaded palette by Kathleen and Colourpop, and just using a flat brush. This is the Morphe M166 brush, and then going into Ruby at the top. There's a really nice ruby, a red shade. So I'm going to shimmer to it too. And then just tapping that off slightly, I am going to go and put it on to the lid here. I just wanted a colour with a nice amount of depth to it, as well as some shimmer, and this one really seemed like the right colour. And I'm just going to take that first brush I used again with the shade, starting off on the lid, and then I'm going to take it up into the crease just to soften and blend everything out again. And then again, just taking this brush to blend everything out the edges slightly there. And then going into the Beauty Bay Identity palette again and taking liner number 7. It's quite a dark brown shade. I'm just going to use this as first because I kind of want that smoke as well as the colour and the line there first before I add any of the darker glitter on. And then what I'm going to do is almost make a wing. You don't need to be too precise with this because I am going to really blend it out and put another colour on top anyway. But this is just the generic first idea for the shape of it. I'm just going to go over this bit without bringing it too far in and just make it kind of messy. Add a little bit more eyeshadow and just kind of put it where I want it to be, but be messy with it because I'm going to use another brush to kind of smudge it in. I have then also just blended this colour up into the corner here slightly as well, just bringing this colour in and then almost taking it up into the crease. So I kind of went back in with this brush and made it into a bit more of a shape because I kind of lost that definition when I was blending it out so much. So it kind of looks a bit better now. But I'm just going to take this thin little brush again and go into Onyx, which is this black glitter shade here. And this time I'm just going to do quite a thin line, but keeping to where I've drawn the bottom with that really. And I'm just going to keep building this eyeliner up until I'm happy with the shape of it. And also sort of like, I want to slightly smudge it out. I want it to be quite thick and chunky so it does look kind of like blended or worn a bit, you know. And then like I said before, I'm just going to take a baby wipe and clean everything up from under here. Okay, so I finished off the rest of my makeup. I've done like my face, blush, bronzer, and then my lip and everything, and also done my mascara. And then I'm just going to take the thin little brush, this one, and just go into Onyx again and just tap off as much excess as I can because I really don't want anything falling on my cheeks. And then starting at the outer edge here, I'm actually going to join the line up with the wing that I've made and not even really bring it in that far, just very keeping it on the outer edge there still. Okay, so I'm just taking the shade Ruby here, and I'm going to dust off as much excess as I can because I don't want any falling onto my skin there. So even just tapping it onto a tissue might help too. And you can always then reapply it, but I just find that maybe it takes off a bit of the excess or the glitter, so I hope there won't be as much fallout. I'm just going to apply this to the lower lash line in the same way that I did this, but keeping it and bringing it all the way in to the eye here. And then I'm just blending it into this outer edge slightly as well, just so it's not such a harsh line with the black. And I'm just going with the Barry M black eyeliner. This one is quite creamy, so do you find it does go everywhere? Kind of had to tap this out and blend it slightly on my lashes. Luckily it does look like it's mascara, so it's not too messy or anything, but I'll just see what it looks like on the other eye. This is not too bad, it hasn't gone too messy I don't think, and it looks like a messy eye anyway. But yeah, this is the finished look. I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. This is my take on anti-Valentine's sort of look. This look doesn't necessarily mean that you're anti-Valentine's or you have to wear this look to not be anti-Valentine's and all this, you know, stuff, but I just thought it was a different sort of take on Valentine's makeup that I've been doing recently. It's still got the red and the pink sort of tones in there, but it's a little bit more grunge, a little bit more rock chic. It's just a little more like anti-Valentine's. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what sort of looks you've been doing recently for Valentine's and whether it looks anything like this. And let me know what sort of palettes you've been buying as well, because I have bought a few new palettes recently just because they're kind of like Valentine's love themed. They're pink and red sort of palettes, which are really nice. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye! Look at me, oh my god.